G'day legends, hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now in this video I'm going to run through what exactly happened between me and this certain individual that inevitably actually tried to scam me. Now just a bit of a warning, I actually just talk a little bit soft and slow because I'm trying to explain everything thoroughly and just run through exactly what happened to me and the end outcome of this whole situation. So yeah, if you guys did like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this interesting insight. G'day legends, hope you're all having a fantastic time, day, night, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're all doing well. Now the title of this video and the thumbnail is not clickbait. I had someone who literally tried to eventually scam me on eBay. Now, it didn't look like he was trying to scam me at the start, but towards the end of the video and the scenario of what happened, you'll kind of see that, hey, this ended up being a little bit fishy. I've actually got, I've printed out our conversation of what we had on the item. So ultimately, what this guy actually tried to do was he sent me a message on eBay. After we went back and forth, he then decided to open a claim through eBay, a dispute, a return case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the messages, and if you want to tell me if I said anything wrong or did anything wrong, please comment down below, but I'll read you our entire conversation of what happened before he decided to open up the return case. So it all started with his message, obviously, stating, "Hi, this is a 2XL, but it isn't a 2XL. Would be a medium roughly." And then when I received that, I decided, well, it is a 2XL. The tag says a 2XL. I've put it in the title and everything. So I messaged I've messaged eBay to find out what do I do. And eBay told me that, what I did was everything was correct, the tags and the description and in the photos. So I then replied to him saying, "Hi there, I'm sorry to hear your concern, but the item size is accurate as shown in the tag." Now that is what eBay told me to say, and I've actually got it in the transcript as well. He then replied to, "The tag says 2XL, but it doesn't fit." So I don't know if he led to believe he was a 2XL, maybe he's a 3XL, or maybe it just generally didn't fit. I wasn't too sure. So I said, "That's no problem. I'm more than happy to proceed with a refund once the item is returned to me." Which is fair enough because I do 30-day returns and, the buyer pays for postage. That's just what I have. Yet again, if it was my fault, I would pay for postage. But in this instant, eBay has stated that this is classed under change of mind, and that's what eBay has told me. So he said, "No problem, plus postage, obviously." I said, "So under eBay's policy, this comes under change of mind or remorse," which is what eBay told me. "You have to pay for postage if you want this return to proceed." He then replied back with, "How does it possibly come under that when I like it? I wanted it, but..." Sorry. "How does it possibly come under that when I like it? I wanted it, but I simply isn't the size," which but it simply isn't the size. Advertised to me is simply, so advertised, because so ultimately what he's saying is, he's saying that the size wasn't advertised, which it was. And then he said, "That to me is simply on you." And I'm like, well, I did advertise it, so what are you trying to say? So I replied, "I've spoken to eBay about this matter, and because I've taken the picture of the tag size and put the sizing in the description, they have told me that is all I have to do. So that is why they inform me that this is classed under change of mind. It is a great jumper, and like I said, I'm more than happy to give you a refund once the item has returned to me." And then he sends me a message after I've then received a returns claim, and then I instantly receive a message after the return claim has opened. I've gone down the road to having to go through eBay to settle this. So unless you are prepared to settle this in a fair and reasonable manner, then let's let eBay decide. Because as soon as I opened it, I knew it wasn't a 2XL. So I'm almost certain you knew also. I'm suggesting a full refund plus postage cost to be refunded on the same day I send the item. To me, that is fair and reasonable. Thanks. And then I said, you will receive your refund once I've received and inspected the item. As the eBay change of mind policy, postage is paid by the buyer. And then the last message I received from him was, well, I'm disputing that because I can't see what will happen here. Because I can see what will happen here. I'm no idiot. I will see what happens. So that pretty much happened when I was on holidays. And so eBay opened up the returns. I've already spoken to eBay. And yeah, pretty much within a couple of days, because they can see that it was there, and with the return policy and with the return period, eBay gives someone a certain period of time to return an item, guys. Just remember that eBay does give them a certain period of time. And eBay and myself, we never heard anything from this buyer. And the period rolled over, so it was a Monday, 8th of April, when it rolled over. I called eBay on a Tuesday to find out what was happening. They said, yeah, we never heard anything from him. There was clearly no signs of the item being actually returned or shipped. They closed the case immediately. So the case is just put straight in my favor. And I thought that was the end of it. You know, eBay did tell me a couple of days ago that he tried to dispute that, but they shut him down instantly. So a few days ago, I was just chilling and I received a message from PayPal saying that there is a dispute on my account. I then logged into PayPal to have a look at this dispute because I was kind of like, I had a feeling it was from the same Muppet. And fair enough, it was. But he put a dispute under that he was charged twice or incorrectly. And I said, wait a minute. It clearly doesn't show that he was charged twice or incorrectly. So I called up PayPal instantly. And PayPal had a look. I explained my situation through eBay and told them, hey, because they have all this on record now, eBay has shut this guy down instantly. And they looked at it and they go, why did he open it up like this? He clearly wasn't charged properly, charged incorrectly or twice. So they closed the case immediately and gave me back the funds, because PayPal does freeze the total amount of the funds, even if you've only got $65 left. That's how much it was, these funds. So they gave me back the funds, and then literally 5 minutes later, another dispute gets opened up on my account from the same guy. But this time he said, what was it? It wasn't item not described. It was, I did not proceed this payment. So like, he was trying to go through PayPal saying that he didn't give permission for this payment to go through, this transaction to go through, which is, I'm pretty sure it's the most serious one to take. Ironically, PayPal closed then. This was around 8:01 when he did it, 8 o'clock on the dot, so I couldn't call PayPal to get it disputed. So I called up PayPal the next day, and pretty much explained the whole situation. They could see on the account that he opened up the dispute, and then straight away they looked at that and they said that's a little odd. So then I explained them again my situation. I told PayPal, yes, I have tracking. I've got the tracking of, because pretty much with Australia Post, if you post something, if it's not in that envelope, pretty much everything comes with tracking. So I had that up there, and PayPal was like, yeah, this is a little weird. Why would he do double charged or then do this transaction in such a period of time? Because usually when you get double charged, or if the payment came through that wasn't permitted from you, you would call PayPal and do it straight away, where this guy has waited weeks to do it. So PayPal have already, like, that was a red flag for them, like, this doesn't make sense. And they told me straight up, by the looks of this, don't worry about it. Yeah, you'll most definitely win this. Worst case scenario, we will give him the money and we will also give you money to save face. And I said, well, I don't want that, because clearly this guy is trying to pull a fast one because he still has the item and he has lost his cases through eBay. So now he's trying that on PayPal, and now PayPal can see that because, you know, PayPal asks for eBay, eBay sends back to PayPal. And just a little word of advice, guys, eBay and PayPal don't do conference calls anymore. eBay is a little old in the news, but yeah, eBay and PayPal don't do conference calls, so you can't have a conversation between the two to get it sorted, but that's okay. As long as you've got the tracking information and you do everything right, you'll be fine. So yeah, a few days go by and I called PayPal up yesterday and I wanted to find out, hey, what was going on with the case. I spoke to this wonderful lady and she looked at it straight away. So she went through the whole thing and was thinking the same thing, like, this is just weird, this doesn't make sense, what is this guy trying to do? So she closed the case immediately. She said, don't worry about it, you'll receive the funds within 15 minutes, all sorted. So pretty much I win. I've heard a lot of stories of people saying that when a buyer opens a return, always offer a return and chew up the loss, but there are situations where you can actually fight. You know, with this whole business, I take this business seriously. If someone's going to try and steal from me, I will fight back. Yes, there are instances where if you are in the wrong, or if you know, oh, maybe I screwed up, by all means, take the loss. But when you know you're in the right, and if it's a certain amount of money, like 65, yes, whatever, I would have been fine. But it's the principle of this guy trying what he was trying and then to turn around and still try to technically steal from me. I didn't want anything of it, and I was taking this thing no matter how far it was going to go, just for 65 bucks, but it was just the principles. So guys, you can win. Make sure you describe the entire item, make sure you take accurate photos, and when you message the guys or girls or whoever you're messaging, especially if they want to return, make sure, remember I live next to a highway, so there are some loud vehicles. Make sure when you're messaging someone that you offer them the refund. And like for myself, I offered it multiple times in the message, and clearly he ultimately didn't want to send the item back. He wanted to keep the item, but he wanted his money back, and that's what PayPal saw too. So that's why they closed the account, and now he can't do it again. If he tries to do the same thing, it's not going to work because PayPal has closed it. That is it. He has paid for his item and he has to suck it up. So if he was a scammer, well then, you know, unlucky for you, mate, you're an amateur. So guys, yeah, make sure you do everything correctly. Make sure, yeah, you describe your item, you take correct photos, take photos of everything, and when you message buyers, just be nice to them. Try and help them as much as you possibly can, because customer service in eBay is super, super important. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I've been running for about 13 minutes now. I'll probably end up cutting some of this as well, but I really hope you enjoy this video. I hope you got some insight. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. It's not so cheery and positive, but at the end result, you know, I ended up winning, so that's a positive result there, guys. So remember, you can always win if you do everything right, and if you do everything right, you're good. So thank you so much, guys. And yeah, we're at 341, is it? 31 subscribers at the moment. So we're so close to, 431. What am I talking about? 431 subscribers. We're so close to 500. The end goal ultimately is to hit 1,000, so I can eventually try and monetize this and spread more and more, because I'm still recording off my phone, guys. That's why the quality isn't the best. But you know, you got to make do with what you've got. So thank you so much, everyone, for all your support on the Facebook group, on my Instagram, and even here on YouTube. The reselling community is top notch. You guys are absolutely great. You're willing to share your opinions, give your own opinions, and I can take feedback as well. So that is absolutely fine. Thank you so much. You're all a bunch of legends. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, so it's not the happiest of all, but it just shows that, you know, things like this will happen along your journey of reselling on eBay or whatever platform you sell on. But at the end of the day, as long as you're cool, logical, you do everything right, yeah, you're covered and you've got nothing to worry about, guys, because you can win. There is none of this, oh, you can't win through eBay. The eBay sides with the buyers all the time. It's a load of shit. If you do everything right, eBay will side with you. So thank you so much, guys. Yeah, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.